Welcome back to Space Engineers, and this is Helios Underground, and you're on with Pixie Rain. And good morning, it is. Let's see here, let's make sure we got some good audio here. I want to make sure we're good on audio, because the last time wasn't so good. Yep, we got good audio. Outstanding. Alright, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching. Alright, so let's see here. We still have the debris out there, I think. Let's go take a look. Ooh, it's a bright and sunny day. And yeah, we still got all the debris out here. Nothing's despawned or anything. Looks like we got a fleeting rival and a stinging adversary up there still somewhere. So yeah, that's fun. All right. Okay, so today, well, we got to go do our morning ritual. We're gonna go. We got a few things we can get done today. I still have a lot more we need to get out of that facility over there, though. We're gonna have our morning cheeseburger, of course, because, you know, we only have 94 of them. Got like 2 months worth of cheeseburgers around here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna head back over there. I think we might even be able to get away with going up and over the hill, but we'll see. But I want to continue to get some more material over. I think it's going to be really good. But I had some ideas. We got our walkway in place. It's also a good idea that we get our computer stuff switched over eventually. I would like to get our headquarters done. And we still also have to get, well, the flyer we want to get finished up. We do have the garage down here we need to get sorted. And then what I'm thinking is, I'm going to wander out here so we can go outside and see. I also want to get our driveway fixed. And then I'm thinking that in this pit here, maybe we can, oh, do I have my weapon? Alright, cool. Because you never know. These guys are kind of... what is that? SPAT ODA post. I'm not sure what an ODA post is. What in the hell is that? Okay, apparently we have an ODA post coming down, whatever that is. Okay, well, we're going to be going up that way anyway, so let's go see what's going on, if this is something we need to be concerned about. Since, it's over here, we gotta go anyway. So let's, can we... Huh. Well, that's pretty far away. Yeah, I don't know what that is. What's an ODA post? Huh. I don't know. It's not good. Whatever it is, I'm sure. Space Pirates reinforcements, probably. Because, you know, they don't have enough. It's like every time we take out one of their bases, more show up. We've got to really, like, curb the flow of these guys. Alright. So we got this door, which we're definitely taking. Cargo pod. We got our... got that. And then I saw this. We have another event controller. I don't know yet what we're going to do with it. But I tell you what we are going to do. We're going to take all these timers, because honestly these things are great sources of and kind of keeping an eye on that ODA post, whatever it is. Coming down wherever it is. Where's it? Yeah, see, it's right there. It's coming down pretty fast. Huh. I don't know. Drone communications antenna ODA post. Huh. Well, it's coming down over there, so it's probably not going to be our problem. I see over there's that, another mining operation. Huh. It's too far away to get a good view what that one might be. Oh, slowed down. I bet it's I'm seeing a parachute. Yeah, who knows. One more issue. I'm gonna grab this right now. Shouldn't have squeezed herself out the hole. It's too damaged, but that's okay. We're gonna grab this door. Alright, let's see here. Most of this is metal plate, and we will shred that. Oh yeah, ATM. Let's grab this. Might as well have an ATM in the facility too. Alright, so I think we got everything really that's of specific interest. I think the rest is just plates and the 2 cargo, and then this, yeah, so we're going to do a pieces parts here. We're going to go ahead and take the survival kit first of all. Oh well, what do we have here? There was something in there. Oh, solar cells. What else we have in here? And a ton of stone. Alright, well, guess the stone's gonna go in here. And in here. And then we'll take the rest of it out with us. Alright, apparently it's a headquarters post. Okay. Surrender or die, scum. Rallying at Zulu Point, next wave ready. Call in orbital artillery support, Alpha Wing and Delta. Oh boy. Hey, it looks like they got some reinforcements, guys. That's just great. Because we haven't had enough pirates around here. They're gonna bring us some more. We're gonna go up here and get the rest of this. Alright, inventory's full. Well, since they haven't got any drones out, we're gonna go ahead and zip up and over the top here, as long as it's relatively quiet at the moment. It's okay. We're gonna do that. I'd bring the fighter over here and drop it over to get some of the materials, but just seems kind of like I don't know, one of them things. All right. So we're gonna go ahead. You know what I was thinking about this. If I've got this overhang here, it's kind of silly to have those 2 doors up there, honestly. I mean, I have this set up for a 2 square high, which is kind of a tight fit with that, because I really don't want to leave it exposed. So we technically don't need to have those 2 up there. So that leaves us a door open, a doorway that we can use somewhere else. And I know exactly where I want that door to be. We need a door up here. In headquarters. Go ahead and I'm going to make it striped. And then we're going to go ahead and put the door. And I was thinking one of those doors. Because once I come up to the top here, I'm in front of the door. And in we go. Ta-da! That's what I'm thinking. I like that. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start transferring some material over. Let's go get this set up. Get some materials over to this. And we're gonna go ahead and go over here, get that. Huh. Well, we'll have to see what that brings us. I don't know that it's going to cause us a whole lot of trouble, but it does indicate that there's something out there that's going to cause us some issues. Oh, yes, yes indeed. Oh boy. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to drop this. No, he comes. So I'm thinking do a catwalk around this. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these all put away. And then we put this here. Alright. Gotta like that. Well, as long as they stay where they are and we stay where we are, we're cool. We're cool, although I wonder what in the world that's gonna bring us. That's okay though. This episode we're going to pause for a second and see if anything's flying. The last thing I need to do is get surprised and shot while I'm trying to do this salvage. It's just a lot faster if I fly over the top than if I go down below. At least that's my thoughts. Alright, let's go ahead and get as much of, well, I don't really care about these as much as I care about those. That, okay. Huh. Up and over we go. I might fly that flyer out, actually. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down here now. I want to get started on, I think on this episode, as much as we want to try to get certain things done, I think it's going to be really important for us to get that grinder pit sorted. I think that's going to really be important. So I think it's time for us to start thinking about grinder, getting the grinder stuff done. So let's, well, let's go ahead and go out here and get this done here. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to go ahead and get that in place. And then we're going to switch over to light armor block. I'm not going to dump all the materials into the heavy blocks. I don't want to. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these fixed up. And do some road work here. Because these guys have a propensity towards smashing my driveway here. I'm not really happy about their treatment of this situation here. Alright. I figure we can use a lot of the material from the that out of the way. So this over here is where we're going to put the... This is where I'm thinking we'll put the pit. So what I'm going to do is I need to get the... I need to get a conveyoring line out here. And then we need to frame this out. And I want to be big enough that I'm going to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and get a flat set of pavements in place here. Because it's good to have a base if you're going to do something. There we go. Alright. Now do I have? No, I don't. Alright. Alright. Let's go back here. And let's see about getting some of those. And we're going to want some of that. Okay. I was thinking about running this all the way across the valley to the other side, setting up a fort over there, setting up a fort up on that end, and then putting a kind of a homestead in the middle and doing like some sort of farming on it. But these guys keep falling on my stuff, so it makes me think that that's not such a good idea. So I don't know. Huh. Alright, so let's see here. I'm thinking, let's see, we're gonna have to go down quite a ways. I'm thinking we're gonna run the conveyor line here. So I'm thinking we're gonna set this up like this. We're gonna get back in the air. We're gonna go with gray, and then we're gonna come down. We're gonna do, I'm thinking clean armor. And then let's do, we'll do an armored conveyor line. So like, that. Okay, and then we'll do another armored conveyor line here. And right down the hole we go. the hell's that noise? Because that was the weirdest sound I think I've heard in a long time. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we take this out to about... Whoops. Alright, well... Alright. Alright, so... We'll run this out to right about here, then we'll go down. Or we could take it, actually, there's the door right there, so... Wow, we really went down far. I don't know if I need to go down that far. But we do need to go down pretty far. So maybe... I think that's pretty deep. I feel like that's probably as far down as we want to go. Wow, there's like a lot of ores down underground here. Alright, let's see if we want to go out that way. Okay, I want to make sure I'm oriented the correct way. Okay, we want to go that way. Make sure we're going the right direction. Okay. so let's make sure we're oriented correctly. We are. Alright. And what we're going to do so that we can make sure this is all lined up correctly, we're going to run out armor blocks. And then I'm going to bring them down. Just so I can line it up right. Okay, cool. Well, let's see how far we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is number 5. 5, 6. Let's see. So we're 5 over. Alright, so we're at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is right about where we're at, which is weapons hot, unit 5 and 9 converge on targets. These guys getting feisty? They gonna send something over our way or something? Where are these guys at anyway? Yeah, they're over there. They just gonna sit there and sit on it, or they send something? I don't know. Getting feisty, aren't they? Huh. Alright. Oh. So we've got it in just right where we want it. Alright, so now we orient right this way. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do this down, go bring that along here, along here, along here, along here. Alright, we're going here, here. Go ahead and bring this along here like this. And then bingo, we made it through. Alright. So we go ahead and just do this. And then that brings us to and there we are. Alright, so that's the angle of it. We're gonna have to obviously do some angling differently, but that's okay. So I'm thinking let's go ahead and get this piped out. We're gonna have to do some mining next to the tunnel, obviously, but that's okay. We'll just have an access tunnel down there. We'll need one anyway when we do the mining down there of the ores when the time comes. So let's go ahead and let's go get us some materials. Alright, this is a little time consuming. Wait, what in the hell? Oh. Alright. Go back up in here and... I did want to get that put up there though. Alright, so... Now, once we get down here and we angle this down, I think I'm just going to go with a regular pipe all the way underground. I don't think it really matters that it's, what structure it is. Now, I did have a funny thought though. What if I put a, what if we put a hatch in the floor to be able to open and close? That would be so cool. Like, what if we did a hatch? What if we put this down there, and then we like did a hatch like right here? Or over here rather. No, I'd have to be on the side here. Like an access hatch or something, and put that in there. That would be so sick. Alright, let's go ahead and get this logistics. Let's see, we're gonna do one like that. And then that is gonna rotate in place like that. Yeah, small steel tubes and interior plates, you just don't get those out there. Grinding down those boogers. At least I don't think you do. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here and get some more work done on these things. We're gonna need some pipes. Alright, so let's see what we got. We're not gonna need that or that. Motors are definitely a plus. We need a large, we're gonna need some pipes. We need interior blocks, comps, small pipes, don't see them. looking for small pipes. Should have plenty. There we are. There's a bunch there. Obviously we need some steel plates too. Alright. Yep, need steel plates for those. But that's those, not the actual, like, underground piping. Which actually we might want to put like an underground walkway or something. That would be so nice. Kind of walk underneath here. Alright. Alright, we're down here. Go through here. And then we got that up there. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Bam. On it. If there's comps on it, it's going to be really hard to mess with, really, truthfully. Yeah, see, I can barely get to it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to it if it is like that. Man, that is not making me happy. That means I gotta go all the way back over here. Gotta go back down under the hole. Crawl through the spot. Shoot my butt up. Have to clear that voxel out since it's the voxel of doom doesn't want to go anywhere. Oh. Uh-oh. Did they just despawn? Ooh. Looks like stuff's starting to clear out of here. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to be wary of that. Oops. Looks like the ODA post has gone quiet, so that's okay. I could stay quiet. Well, it doesn't do anything with me. I don't care what it does over there. We can have a little campfire and a kumbaya for all I care. Alright, so let's go ahead and get us some more comps. We need construction components, and we have a lot. Okay, we're gonna need a lot of those, and we're gonna need a lot of these. Might as well take the rest of those. Oh wait, yeah, we're gonna need some steel plates too, but not at the moment. Right now, we're just trying to get those, so. Yep. Get this grinder pit over here set up, and then that way we can just drop these buggers in there, and if they happen to fall in, perfect! Because I picked this spot because of two reasons. One, it's right next to the driveway, so we can just push them off the driveway. But also because it's close enough that we can just kind of pop out, move them, pop back in. But really the other thing is it seems like more often than not, it's one of two places where they like to roll down the hill. I figure they can roll down right into my pit, and bam! We got more components, you see? That's what I'm thinking. Alright, and then we're going to angle over here. Alright, Alright, good. Now we got this all set up like that, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this. Boom. Now we're gonna let's see, is there anything pipe-wise? What's in here? Large or small pipes? Nah, it's large steel tubes.
No energy.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, without any energy, I'm kinda SOL, ain't I? So let's go have it sit down in here and get some energy. So, I figure we're gonna get the rest of this piping in place so that we can get our grinding pit set up. I also want to set up sensors around it, and those sensors activate the grinder pit. But I want to activate it by using a timer block that'll let it run for like 10 minutes and then turn it off, unless the sensor turns the timer block back on again. So we'll need a timer block too that's dedicated for it. We got a couple of timer blocks that are even being used up the computer room, so we'll go ahead and use those. But we need more. That's right. We need pipes. Lots of pipes. Let's see. Zip, 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 zip. Where are we at? Well, we're definitely going to need more of that. Dump that out too. And we need pipes. So we'll zip down here to look for more pipes. I know I saw some somewhere, I just don't remember where. Oh, they're there. 472. Well, let's ease off that by about 100 and replace those with 70 steel plates. There we go. All right. Oh, it's gonna get dark. Lovely. All right. I like to put those regular kind of blocks in here from time to time because it makes it interesting. Okay. It looks like we got a drifting pursuit that's gonna come play. Alright, so let's alright. is all set. Let's go ahead and okay, that's locked in place, just like that. Alright, cool. Now, I was thinking maybe having a walkway that leads out here and have there be like an under a below ground thing. What you shooting at? Oh. Uh-huh. The drifting pursuant. Ooh, wow, look at that sky. We have a yellow sky. Okay. That's gonna be kind of brutal. Alright. So let's see here. Now we gotta dig out this thing and see how deep we want to have it. Gonna set this out like... Let's, we're gonna want to have heavy armor blocks for this because we want to make sure that it's gonna be okay as far as, the heavy hits. So let's go ahead and get, and we're gonna go ahead and do, let's do some yellow hazard. To form the square around the outside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Because I want to be able to set it up so that I've got a hazard angle block down. Like that. So 2, 3, 4, 5 will come all the way over there. So that's going to be 2 more blocks out. So that's going to be, oops. One and 2, and then we're going to rotate in here. There's going to be one more all the way out to here. Alright, so there, and then there. And then run this there, and there. My goodness, we got a lot of players today. You guys mind not blowing my stuff up once or twice? It's raining parts. Okay, now. No, that's not gonna work. Oh, wait. That's gonna work. Just have to get the angle right. Oh. Out of steel plates. Alright. Well, I know where I can get a few loose ones, I guess. And the fleeting rivals come rolling up real quick. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna need a lot of steel plates. A whole lot for this. So I'm thinking we get some production going because we need a lot of steel plates. So let's get some assemblers going. We'll get 2,000 steel plates. Oh, I sure hope that's not my freaking thing getting blown up. I know how those guys really get off on like blowing up my flippin' things. It's like, dude, chill, leave it alone, don't blow it up, man. But they still do it anyway. It's like, can't you guys just like not blow my stuff up for a day? We're just calling this here. We're just trying to make it. It doesn't require you guys blowing my stuff up every day. Did I ask you to do that? No, I don't want you to do that. Modular cargo container. Why am I not able to access that? We'll figure that out in a minute, I guess. Right now I want to get a lot of steel plates. In actuality, we're not even going to bother with the grids. We need to get it built up so the fastest way to do that is to use just grids. Okay, so apparently, oh, look what we got up there. We got a fleeting rival, huh? Where did they go? Oh. I don't know where that thing went, but that doesn't matter. Let's get down here and get this, this grid set up here. Is that the fleeting rival? I think that was the fleeting rival that just got fragged. Alright, let's go get some hydrogen, and what we're going to do is we're going to go over to that outpost, and we're going to grind down a bunch of its stuff. And then flip right over the mountain, and get that fixed too. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and drop off these 2 hydrogen tanks. We don't need them. And we'll pick up 2 fresh ones. And let's go ahead and drop off these materials here. Oh yeah, I do have to... oh yeah, I forgot about that. I do have to do that. So let's see. Pretty sure it takes some of those and some of those. Alright, so where are we gonna put that? Really, honestly, let's I think we're gonna put it here. Let's put it there. Alright, we're gonna put it. We got an ATM from those guys. I forgot all about it because I was so excited with what I was doing, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. Let's see. Utility 2. 1. No, that's not it. Why am I not seeing you? Maybe it's under decoration. No, where are you? Production? No. Another production line? No. Not in utility. Oh, it's here. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we don't need it. We're not going to do it in yellow. That is going to be blue. And we're going to do it in blue. Or we're going to do blue battered armor. Alright. Steel plates, huh? Alright, no problem. We got a few of those. Alright, that was the ATM we found. Yeah, I like that. Alright, we're going to drop these off here. That and that, because we are doing a whole lot of just steel plate work, so might as well grab that. Alright, let's do this. We're going to zip out here, we're going to do this, then we're going to flip over the top. I don't see any movement, so that's good. That's a good sign. Well, apparently they left me a surprise. What did we get today? That's right, we got 3 pieces of uranium fuel. Should be getting radiation from that, though. Uh-oh. I'm always with the little bit of spawn going on there. Alright, we're gonna flip up and over. If we get any kind of bad guys, we're gonna work from the bottom out because, you know, that's just how it goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a bunch of armor plate. Let's see here. All right. Oh, let's see here. Do you have anything metal related? No. How about you? You do have 1,000 steel plates. Outstanding. Alright. Let's go ahead and... I can't tell if that fleeting rival's damaged or intact. I think it's hunting me, actually. Alright. Well, since it's choosing to hunt me, we're gonna go out. We're doing the super snooper thing here. Alright, up we go. Up, 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 away, and... Wow, you're like 100 meters away. Oh, snap. I shouldn't have been peeking at it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is a very bad idea. One should not be peeking up over and trying to spy on drones. They will snipe you, and then you'll be sad. Very, very sad. No quarter, no mercy to the scum, it says. Yeah, I guess. They certainly didn't show me any quarter or mercy. It was waiting for me to poke my nose up and then pew. That's okay. It's all good. We're gonna get our materials. Just gotta get down here to where my body is. Boy, these guys are getting sneaky though. Real sneaky.
Fuel low.
Oh no.
Fuel critical.
Oh good. I was afraid my body was up topside and I was gonna be sad. Alright, good. Alright, let's head back. They were waiting for me too. They were just waiting, and then I poked my nose up and BAM! Okay. Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. Alright, it would take us an incredibly long time to do all that other stuff, so let's go ahead and get this ground out. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and set up a light armor block all the way around the base of the structure. And we want it to be in the same hazard block yellow. Oh, but we do need more material. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this whole show started here. So I'm thinking, let's get a light block here, 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 there, 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 there. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to take this down a little bit so there's actually like an actual pit for real. And then we'll take it down one more level. Alright. Alright. So I'm thinking we're going to go down one more block, and that's going to be the bottom of where the grinder is going to be at. Hopefully it doesn't grind her off the roof. That would be annoying. So I'm thinking we got our pit. This is the entry point for the grinders is right there. And I'm thinking the entry point of the grinder is going to be right here. So this is going to be where we're going to get. That's where the conveyor port is that's feeding into these things. So I'm thinking if we set these things up so that they're, let's see here. I want to make sure they're in good shape, so I'm thinking
critical.
Set these things up so they're like this. Like, we could do it like that, I suppose. I mean, that would do the trick. But I was thinking like this, but if we do it like this, then that's probably going to affect it. So we probably should do it like that. Yeah. So I'm thinking, yeah, given the way we did it, it probably needs to be like this.
energy.
Uh-oh. Whew. Made it in there. So it looks like we're going to have a bit of a challenge getting it totally locked in place. I think an access point inside the building to the underside is definitely gonna be something we're gonna want to look into. But I think we'll get those things all the way across the board like that. It's gonna take a lot of materials, but in the end, it'll actually benefit us because we're definitely gonna be able to get some grind work done, and I'm pretty sure. That is not going to fly either. Alright, so let's go ahead and get back to the utility, which is going to be the grinder. And we'll rotate that like right there. Uh-oh. Alright, we got nobody going nowhere, so that's good. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to finish off as many of these as we can, walking this way. Alright, let's go ahead and jump over here. We're going to drop off a few things. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump in here and we're going to see what the assembler came up with. Oh, nice. We'll keep that, but we're actually going to be going with piping and conveyoring now because we want to be able to get that thing up and running. So we're going to reduce that down to 124, and then we're going to come over here. I think those require large tubes, if I recall, and those as well. And let's see what else. Definitely going to want a bunch of those. And definitely a few more of those. Definitely a lot of those. Probably a couple more of those. Gonna be looking for small steel tubes. That's gonna be on the list of things to do. Alright. Back out we go. Alright, now we gotta pipe this stuff up. So that's gonna require a whole lot of conveyor junctions. Alright, well. So how we're doing this. Alright then. Zip. Alright. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this episode. We will catch you next time on Helios Underground. Keep it safe and keep on building.